Very much indeed for that, Hazem. Now we've got some breaking news coming out of Thailand, and we can talk to our correspondent Veronica Pedrosa, who is there. Veronica, we're hearing reports that the former Prime Minister, Yingluck Shinawatra, has been detained by the military.
Yes, indeed. In the last few minutes, we have been able to confirm through a senior military official that Yingluck Shinawatra, formerly the Prime Minister of Thailand, has now been detained by the military. We don't know exactly where she is, and there was a conflicting report that she'd actually been released. So we've been trying to check out with various sources what seems to be the situation, and that is what we have confirmed, that she has been detained. There was a report that she may be outside of Bangkok, but that has not been confirmed yet. So yes, indeed, the former Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra, sister of her billionaire brother Thaksin Shinawatra, the great dividing figure in Thai politics, has now been detained by the military, who took over all functions of government at 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon, this nation under martial law.
And presumably, this news is just breaking, Veronica, presumably her legion of supporters aren't aware of this yet.
I think that the community, as it were, her supporters are abuzz with these rumours. This was an outcome that people had said before martial law may bring her supporters out into the streets in great numbers. However, we are now under martial law, as I mentioned, and that means coming out on the streets has much more dangerous implications. Just a few minutes ago, I was at a major intersection where people were demonstrating against the coup, and they were faced by lines of armed, ready to control the crowd, soldiers who were very firm about clearing the streets.
And what does the political landscape in Thailand look like then if you remove the Thaksin family, the Thaksin dynasty? If Yingluck has been detained, Thaksin is in exile, what does it look like now?
Well, for the people who support the Shinawatra dynasty, this looks like as if the military is acting in a partial way. And that was one of the tests that people were looking at when martial law was declared. They were wondering whether the military was really interested in solving fairly, equitably, the political crisis. The people who support the Shinawatras make the point that their government was elected. And they want the people that they elected to be in power. On the other hand, there are the so-called yellow shirts, the kind of old establishment, who make the point that the Shinawatras, they say, are corrupt, and that they have been nepotistic, they have stacked the bureaucracy with their friends and associates, and they want to remove all influence of the Shinawatra dynasty. Those two sides could not agree when they were brought together by General Prayuth Chan-o-cha 2 days ago under martial law. At that point, they were all taken, when it was found out after a couple of days of talks that they could not agree, they were taken away into custody. Now, General Prayuth, by the way, has given a briefing to ambassadors on background, and my understanding from sources who were at that meeting is that General Prayuth said they would be released within a week. But it is very dramatic that the person who was elected as Prime Minister is now in jail, under detention, under military rule.
And Veronica, we make the point time and again that Thailand has seen very many military coups in its recent history. Does this one differ at all from the last one?
Well, if you speak to human rights activists, they will say that we are looking at some of the most severe restrictions in recent years, particularly on freedom of expression. They will point out that this is much more severe than the last coup that happened in 2006, which ousted Thaksin Shinawatra. But I mentioned that ambassadorial briefing, and the ambassadors said that he refused to answer the question of how this was going to be different from 2006.
All right. Thank you very much, Veronica Pedrosa, bringing us right up to date with breaking news out of Thailand. Now,